Alright, folks, welcome back to another live stream. And today we are. This is, yo, what up, Dixie? Mad early, man. How did Dixie know I'm already streaming? Uh, we're at live stream 22. Alright, kind of popping off pretty late today. Like 30 minutes, 20 minutes late. Not known for my punctuality, or consistency. But we're giving it the good old try. We're giving it the good old try. All right. And part of my delay, if you want to believe the story, is yeah, I needed to make some coffee. That wasn't the whole 20 minutes. Some of it was just sitting on the couch and not willing to get up. But yeah, we're up now. We're posting our stream link across our socials. Make sure we can get some people to chip in, smash the like, do the thing. Thank you, Dixie, for reminding me. Yeah, go ahead and like, share, subscribe, follow, comment. Make sure you're watching while on the toilet. That's what I would be doing. So if you were doing it, I would feel pretty good about that. Yeah. For some reason, it's taking a minute and I don't know why it's taking forever to post this on X. It's just a simple little post that says the Forge is live tonight. Join me in the studio with our hot hot coffee. You know, we got our Darth Vader mug. That's how you know we're in for some serious work tonight. I don't know about serious, but we're in for coffee. What the heck's going on with this? Did this even post? Didn't even post. I don't know what the heck's going on here. Let's try it again. Alright, there we go. Posting. It's just like posting with a wheel spinning. Hmm. Why do I click skip ahead to live? Alright, so we got that posted. Let's post it on our regular account, just so we can get some normies, some of my friends and family to watch my shit, God damn it. Alright. Let's blast it in some of the discords now. Make sure that we strike a nerve somewhere. Let's see here. Bang, 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 bang. Post that shit. Yeah. Let's post it in the quantum layer. Yeah. Let's post it in people's discords cause we're rude. Yeah. I don't even give a shit anymore. We're just gonna fucking blast this across the Twitter sphere. I don't even care, man. I'm gonna get yelled at for this shit, man. I don't even give a shit, bruh. Man, if they get mad, you know what I'm gonna tell them, right? I'm gonna tell them these nuts, bro. Let's post this in the Hosky chat. See if we get banned from the Hosky. Let's post this in the Snake Pit and see if we get fucking banned, bruh. Let's post this in this project, whatever the hell this shit is, man. Let's see if we can get like the most amount of people to watch this stream. We're just gonna go one by one and just spam everything. How to spam. Spam, strafe, attack everybody so that they get mad at me and ban me. I was like, man, I'm just trying to milk it for the goddamn 10 freaking points, man. The hell, man? Shit, man. I can't even navigate this one Discord, man. This got too many emojis. This got. I'm already tired of making posts, but we're gonna keep going. I don't even care, man, at this point. I lost perms. I lost perms to The Dundee's Discord? Huh? That's weird. Yeah, man, let's just post this shit up everywhere, man. Let's not even give a shit, man. Yeah, let's just post. That's enough. I'm tired of posting. I'm tired of it. I don't want to do it anymore. But we got 5 views, so we're doing something. All right. So, let's look at the calendar real quick. We have one full week. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, probably 9 days, and that's our hard cutoff. Like we're done. Like at that point, everything needs to have been shipped to Vegas. So if this toy is gonna come with us, we need to get done. We need to get it done. Yeah, yeah. Which is a problem. We gotta get this done. Rare Evo. It's coming up real quick. Running out of time. Gotta love it. Running out of time. All right. So I'm gonna try to check in on the chat here and there. There's a couple things that I wanted to change. I wanted to get rid of the scope and touch this, that, and the other, but we don't have time. We do not have time, folks. We are running out of time. All right, so, oh man, this is like running until the last minute. This is always how it works. You know what I'm saying? Like whenever you got like a big project, and yeah, you're always running it right up until the last darn minute, and I don't think this time is gonna be. Yo, Jinx, is that you, Jinx? Jinx, if you can hear me, say what's up, man. Is that Jinx? Just Jinx broke, man. Oh, brother, what do we got here? We got a little bit of a. We got to correct our position a little bit. That looks pretty good, so that when we start sculpting it into an actual arm, that'll look pretty good. Alright, let's go over here and try to make some corrections. Let's see here. Let's see. Let's check the chat. Yeah, man, it's Dixie Daddy now, man. It's something else, man. Good morning, man. Good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Man, I'm a fan of Jinx, you know? He's a cool guy. He's a cool cat. Yeah, man, that's kind of a problem. How can the arm be like that? Hmm. Hmm. Interesting. We'll have to perhaps make an adjustment here. Can we grab this? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Grab this hand, and can we grab the blaster? And can we? What can we do to make sure? Uh, we can cheat. Yeah, we'll cheat at one point. Yeah, that's usually the best way to deal with everything is to cheat. You know, if you didn't learn that yet in life, you're not gonna make it, man. Cheating is the route to success. Just kidding. Just kidding. I just mean cheating when it comes to 3D art. Sometimes you gotta, I don't know. Yeah, man, we're gonna call you. We're gonna have to change Dixie's alias. It's gotta be something else now. It's gotta be like, I don't know. I'm just fucking with you, man. I'm just, whatever. Trying to beef those up a little bit. Look at them guns, man. Look at them big ass shit, man. He's got big ass hands, man. All right, let's see here. Let's see if we can give him a little. Apparently, what we're doing here is, according to Pete Hegseth, that's like the guy that runs the military for some reason. We got to give this guy some testosterone. All right, it's not his fault though. It's just space is a horrible place, low key. That's why they want to send us there, because they want to see us die in an abysmal place with no air or gravity. All right, so we kind of have to create some arms here. Okay, so let's apply scale and rotation. Let's do the same here. Apply scale rotation. Let's go here, go into sculpt mode, go into R mode. Let's see here. Can we get a good baseline? How about, I don't want to go too crazy at first, but we'll go with something like that. All right. And okay. Pretty good. Looking good. All right. Okay. Let's go into sculpt mode. Let's do the same thing. We're sitting at about 0.2 of a meter. Okay. We got that nice and remeshed. We'll start with this right arm. There's really no rhyme or reason to this step here, but that is the arm that we're gonna start with. So we got that. And what do we have for topics today? I actually got something funny I wanted to talk about. Does anybody use OpenAI as their preferred AI LLM? Anybody? Any takers for OpenAI? I know obviously there's all this more recent news coming out right now about them basically trying to steal trade secrets or um, technology from Apple, but that's actually not what I want to talk about. Not actually. Today, I'm not actually trying to FUD them, surprisingly. Um, what I did want to talk about was I hadn't talked to like the voice mode of OpenAI. Cooling towers? Wait, I miss doing daughter. You miss doing drafting some days? Not what you're doing, but like open slash close cooling towers? Did you do um CAD for civil construction? Civil engineering? Is that what you're talking about, Jenks? How's everything there in hospital land, Dixie? Is everything coming together? More or less? More or less okay? I know, but more or less. Hopefully the wifey is coming along. So y'all, what was I even talking about? I was talking about OpenAI. And I like to use like the chat feature, the little, you know, voice speech AI assistant thing. And man, did they do quite the upgrade. It's not, you could tell where they're going with this. So the new model, I guess we'll call it that, had me perplexed, man. Like they had upgraded the way the AI interacts with the human, right? And so instead of the robots being more drone-like or let's say like conventional, right? Like you think you ask the chatbot does something, but now the chatbot is more quirky, I guess. I thought it was very cute, honestly. Very beautiful programming. Um, the chatbot kind of tries to act or improvise the human nature, right? So like you ask somebody a question and they actually, pretend like well, the AI is pretending, but tries to actually process what you asked in like a charismatic like character way, like almost like it's playing out a drama, right? So like it does like the oh, like all these little characters of a normal reaction in a regular human conversation. So instead of just trying to answer the question, they're trying to simulate maybe human experience in conversation, right? Like less robotic in nature and more organic or not so direct, I guess. And I found it fascinating. It kind of blew my mind where I was like, oh man, this is kind of an interesting step to trying to humanize the human interaction with AI. Thought it was very fascinating. Um, I tried to convince the AI that she had to have a name and that she was very cute and quirky, and she wouldn't go that far. But it's quite interesting to see what we're doing here with this with programming, right? It's fascinating. The conversations are getting more and more lifelike, I guess. I don't know if what's the best way to describe it. I thought that was very interesting. And then on the flip side, of course, yeah, they're getting sued. They're getting sued by everybody. And I called this like 2 years ago. Um, not really entirely surprised that they're getting sued, but yeah, yeah. Turns out that they have skeletons in their closet, and yeah, well, can't say I'm entirely surprised. Can't say that I'm entirely surprised. And it's funny. I got so much stuff sitting in alcohol right now. Like part of the stuff that I'm bringing to Rare Evo, and I just like haven't touched it because I just been avoiding it, like the plague, man. Seriously, I'm just like been avoiding it all out, and I really need to stop. I do need to get to that. Um, hopefully sooner than later. I almost think like, the hands need to be thicker. And we'll get there. Let's just try to smooth out the other arm right now, and then we'll kind of solidify the hand and make it thicker, so that we have more of this full body. What? Yeah. So that's that. Actually do all sheet metal work at my job right now. So like I work with designing machines out of sheet metal, and then we have a laser machine, fiber laser machine on site where we cut all the sheet metal, and then we also have a CNC punch turret that we punch out sheet metal parts, and then Yeah, we have press brakes, and we bend all the steel and aluminum and stainless and all the various types of metal pieces into the folded geometries. We do like fabrication as well, so welding, grinding, painting, and then we do the assembly. So I do all the design work for custom conveyor and automation fabrication. You missed the smell? Uh, the place that I work at, like we have like it's like open to the environment. Like we have no climate control whatsoever. So being down in the shop right now is kind of brutal because it's hot out because it's the summer. And yeah, I mean even the air conditioning in the office is shit. But I don't know. I've worked in manufacturing so long, I'm just used to working in dirty places. Uh, I don't know. I enjoy it. Yeah, I predominantly use AutoCAD all day long. Sometimes I'll use Inventor a little bit. Like I know tomorrow I'm going to be using Inventor because we have this project that has like 15 conveyors, and they asked me to create like an isometric layout drawing so that the guys on the shop floor can see the orientation of the different conveyors and how to put them together. So we can install them all together and test it as a unit and make sure that it works. We're actually working on like this. I'm not going to go into specific details about the customer, but we're working on a line of mop and bucket for like mopping the floor. The plastic buckets that you fill up with water and clean your floor with. We're working on like a conveyor line for a mop company. It's about all I can probably. I don't even know if I know more information than that, so I'm not going to name the company. Alright, let's see here. We kind of have to get inside here. Let's see if we can hide some of this stuff for a little second. And to see if we can get in here and smooth this out a little bit. Alright, let's see here. Let's bring it all back real quick. Okay, that arm looks so much better than the other one. Um, I feel like there's like the bend is kind of lost a little bit. So let's see if we can kind of create, some separation here and maybe add some mass here. I know we probably removed it, not thinking too much about what was happening. There should be somewhere over here like an elbow. Alright, maybe something like that. Okay, looks a little bit better. I'll add a little bit more of a. Oop, way too much. Way too much. Okay, maybe a little. Alright. 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 And then we were saying the hands, right? Something about the hands. I mean, if we have to cut off the back of that plasma bolter, it is what it is. This is just supposed to be our MVP of what we're going to be working towards accomplishing over the next forever. And I just wanted to debut it at Rare Evo, so yeah, it's not important that it's perfect. Keep in mind, this little sucker is gonna be like yay big. I don't know if you guys can see that on camera. Let me see here. Come up. Yeah. So when the character is gonna be this big, like oh, there's a delay here. My bad. Let me look it on. Yeah, there we go. So when your character is yay big, you can cheat a little bit. We can make proportions unproportional, and nobody will know. But we'll know, and then we'll fix it on the Mark II. Yeah, right on, man. Yeah, no, I have Inventor at work. I've used SolidWorks for years, and I've used Fusion a lot as well. But yeah, that's like more work stuff. It's like very mechanical, in nature. And then when I get home, I don't want to do any of that, so I'm doing something that's, more organic, more artsy, a little bit more fun. Um, yeah, I'm sure you get it. You do 8 hours of very mechanical design at work, and then when you get home, you want to do something a little bit different. I'm sure that you can understand. Something a little bit different, man. Alright, we're just gonna make this all one piece. Yeah. Can we go back? Can we go back? I kind of changed my mind. Kind of changed my mind. Ah, shit. The thumb's locked in. All right, so yeah, before we get a little too ahead of ourselves here, let's go. Let's go here. Let's go here. Okay. All right, and let's soften up that brush a little bit more. Ooh, a little too harsh. Come down just a. Let's get the baseline kind of going here. Let's get rid of that. We don't need it anymore. And let's start to kind of blend this in a little bit. I know this thumb got kind of mangled really bad. This is not my greatest work, I'll be real honest. But we are, unfortunately, in a race of time. We have we have now to get this done. This needs to get done now. So we'll try to push to get moving as fast as humanly possible because I really, really, really wanted to hand out 100 baggies, right? And it's not like a whole lot, but when you're doing it all yourself and you're still in the design phase, you can't just make it and just be done with it. Like you still gotta design it all. Kind of sucks. But I wanted to hand out 100 of these at Rare Evo, and um, one thing that like got me not mad, but kind of like bummed out every year because I've never been to Rare Evo is like when everybody starts doing the photo dumps, right? And you're like, damn man, I wish I went. You see all the cool shit, the Hosky merch, this, that, and the other. And I'm like, man, this is so crazy. This could be like my stuff that people are photobombing. Be like, yo, look at this shit we got at Rare Evo, man. Cardano not dead. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, could be a really cool time. Really interesting. Kind of super excited to meet people in real life, show people what we're envisioning as the future for Layer Forge. Yeah, something like that. All right, let's see if we can try to isolate that a little bit more. Yeah, and we will most certainly redo a lot of this, especially, like I said, this is like super early prototype. This is like bringing your prototype to a convention. This is as grassroots as it gets, man. This is no VC funding here. We're bringing the prototype to the fucking show, man. This is awesome. Low key. Low key awesome, man. Alright. Do I want to attach it to the arm? Not yet. I think I'm going to attach all the fingers first. Um, Attach all the fingers first. We are going to work these one by one, though. Because if you try to do all of them at the same time, it ain't going to work, man. So it's not going to work. It's going to be tough. Okay. And I know we don't have a lot of geometry here. We're just trying to... Oh, maybe we should try to bump this up a little bit, maybe. Yeah, maybe we're gonna bump it up slightly. At first I was thinking let's not, but it's becoming kind of hard to. We'll go there, just to give us something to do here that we can, touch this model without losing too much geometry. And I still haven't got my Cintiq hooked up. I know I'm using it as a keyboard stand for fuck's sake. It's like insane, dude. Just haven't, I've been streaming every night. On nights that I don't, it's because I've been hiking and I'm tired. And, it's like you're trying to work on your health, you're trying to get stuff done, and everything else becomes an afterthought. Yeah, if you guys got any questions, I can see some. We got more people watching tonight than we ever have. I think it's because we spammed a whole bunch of discords, like a whole bunch of whatever. This probably wasn't super appreciated. I know people get very annoyed with stuff like that, but it's like, man, sometimes when you're just trying to get some exposure, man, it's like, come on, man, can I just get some exposure, man? Those fingers are kind of getting shitty, but like I said, when the hand is gonna be the size of like a needle, like like the little ball on the needle. When that's what you're talking about, it's like, come on, man, come on. We'll deal with that other shit later. Oof, that wasn't good. What happened here? Why are we getting that? Interesting. Alright, let's see if we can... What we'll do is we're gonna give that the higher level of geometry first, and then now when we join them, we won't have that issue. And we'll do this prematurely for this finger as well, because we noticed that we're getting that kind of like that webbing, and obviously that's not what we want. And we'll try to sculpt a little bit in between as we add the fingers so that we can actually get in the middle there and kind of sculpt as good as we can. And I'll try to fix that finger up a little bit. Might be able to do something for that. Let's hide that real quick. Okay. Brought too much back. Hide this. Okay. Oh, okay. Alright, so now we kind of have to work on our hand geometry a little bit. We don't have to get too crazy because technically speaking, this is kind of like a glove, right? We're not there at the phase where that kind of all makes sense. Right now we're just kind of looking at this as if like we're sculpting a hand, but this is really a glove. So we don't really need crazy detail. We just need rough. And I think what we need here is if we can make this a little bit more boxy, then we'll have this finger will look more like the other ones. If we can just get it a little bit more boxy. This finger, for whatever reason, is very low. Okay. And what I'll do here is I'm going to try and make some flats here as if he's wearing these like, and I will smooth those out a little bit. And it's not perfect. It's not. It's certainly not perfect. I definitely don't like a lot of what's going on here. But it's not like we're gonna spend 30 hours right now. We just don't have the time right now because of Rare Evo to spend like 30 hours working on just a hand, you know? You kind of have to compromise somewhere. Gotta do something. Alright, man. Thanks for stopping by, Jinx. Appreciate you, man. Take care. I'll catch you around, man. Alright. I was like, oh no, the coffee's almost all gone. We needed that. Alright, I think it's safe enough to attach this to the body. But what we'll do is we'll shoot to make everything the same density so that when we join these together, we won't have issues blending them because they'll be approximately of the same mesh poly count. Alright, let's see what we can do here about making these fit together. Yeah, that thumb. Thumb kind of seems a little light. A little light. Uh, needs more thumb in him. Needs more thumb in him. That sounds so stupid. All right. So now we can start working on the other side. And we'll do the same thing where we're trying to get everything to that like 100 level. And yeah, well, we're kind of moving along pretty good now. Um, yo, scan up, Shane. All right, scan as the young kids would say, scan the fuck up, man. All right, we're gonna have to do the same thing and add each finger and steps here. Let's get everything more or less. Get everything more or less in the right spot. Kind of excited about this, you know? I know it's a very rough prototype, but you know that's all it needs to be is a prototype. Nothing. Nobody said it had to be anything more than a prototype, right? That like I knew that's what it had to be, so why am I kind of treating myself unfairly, you know? It's like all it has to be is like showing people where we're going. That's it. So that's all we're trying to do here is show a little bit of art. Show a little bit of art, man. Look at that one finger, man. It's got like fucking you got one big ass finger, man. Look at that big ass finger. Yeah, it's a little bit better, a little bit more in control, less crazy, less dookie finger. less, less dookie finger. Oh my god, man, we're fucking so dumb, man. Holy shit. Oh man. Anybody watching Trump go mad or something? I don't know. I'll have to catch it on on YouTube or something. Anybody watching Trump blame somebody? Whatever the fuck's going on. Got here. 26 views on the stream tonight. Let's go. Remember to like, share. No, man, this is so. I'm so bad at. Remember to like and subscribe. Remember to like and subscribe. This is an audio recording. You are getting very sleepy now, and you're going to like and subscribe. Imagine if that worked. Just a little bit of a hypnosis. Like and subscribe and tag all your peoples. And tag your peoples and your peoples. Alright. Let's hide some of this other stuff that we don't just kind of in the way when I tumble around. Look at the fingers, the fingers, the fingers. Look at the salad fingers. Can I select this? I don't know. I don't know. Alright. Can we make the fingers smoother, sir? That's what they wanted, sir. They wanted a smoother finger, sir. Sir, can you make the fingers smoother? You know, it's funny because like I've seen I don't know if it's funny, but like I've seen models that other people do for miniatures and they're definitely more mechanical. Like the mesh, right? Like this is very organic and kind of sculpted and less calculated. And I guess like, like if this is V1, like as you kind of move through the motions and you sculpt a couple different models, you kind of understand what the character's supposed to look like, and then eventually you start kind of going through like an optimization phase where you start making things more geometrically less dense, I guess, like trying to go for low poly count and trying to I guess to a certain degree like value engineer the shit out of it, and just try to simplify, reduce, and optimize, I guess, if that's what you want to call it. Optimization. Okay. Let's see if we can. Let's just look at this for right now. Take a look at where we're at. Yeah, that finger kind of works now, actually, that we smoothed it out, so that was pretty cool. But this arm here, I don't know if there is an easy way to cheat this. My first thought was to kind of shorten the stock or get rid of the stock altogether. And getting rid of the stock altogether may actually be uh, the easier option, and the scope, and maybe some other stuff. I mean, maybe that's what we go for, you know? Just because we just have a time constraint, you know? I'm really not trying to sugarcoat it. Like we have a time constraint, and I want to bring this to Raryville, so you know, it is what it is at this point. If we want to get this done, this is what we have to do. We just have to make decisions like getting rid of stuff, and you know, is it that bad? I don't think so. You know, um, it wasn't planned, you know, per se to do it like this, but this is like management, you know. It's like management, you know. It's like, hey, you know, I know we had this plan, but yeah, we're not doing it. We're not doing it. There's no fucking time. So just take what you have here and get rid of it. Thanks. All right, appreciate it. There you go, champ. Pizza party. Pizza party. You don't want a pizza party? All right, then fuck you too. All right. Does that work? Yeah. Okay. Uh, we'll keep the din rail. You know, this particular soldier, he just didn't get the attachments, man. You know, he lucked out. You know, he just got the standard shit. He hasn't killed enough. What does he kill exactly? You know, like what that's what we kind of eventually need to work on. I mean, we're a long ways from it, but like eventually, what does the otter not kill? Is he fighting other types of aquatic animals? Is he fighting just corrupted otternauts? Look at that. I don't know, man. That's not bad. That ain't bad. I was actually thinking about getting rid of these entirely as well, and just calling it a day. Calling it a day. We'll keep them for now. We'll keep them for now. Maybe I might get rid of this one. Let's see what this looks like without that. And we'll just cap that. What do you think? I don't know. Let's just leave it for now. Okay. All right. So we solved a lot of problems there. We definitely need to add quite a bit more material to make this hand a little bit more reasonable. And we'll try to basically get this arm to the same level we got this arm, and that'll be our stream for today. And then this weekend, we gotta finish this. We are literally down to the last minute. We're so down that I actually had to call the hotel today and figure out what the policy was. Like, can I ship this stuff to the hotel? And obviously you can, but they were a little obtuse about it. Yeah, it was a little annoying. Um, I didn't make a scene about it, but they were being a little annoying. They were like, "Oh, well, do you have a pen and paper?" And I'm like, "What? No, I'm driving." And they're like, "Well, can you call us when you have a pen and paper, and we can tell you what the policy is? It's kind of long." And I'm like, "What? Like, just fucking tell me what the fuck I need to know. Like, why are you being so difficult about this shit, man? I just need to know how do I ship it there and how much does it cost, and then price out the second option, which is to ship hold to a FedEx pickup location. Right, so I can bring a package to FedEx and ship it to another FedEx location and pick it up at the strip. There's a FedEx right there at the strip that I can pick this up at. I'm sure that is like uh, everything you need there, right? So printing stuff, picking up packages, boom, right on the strip. No problem. I have a feeling that if you ship it to the hotel, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, it's $100 because holding a package requires complexities in science. Like, all right, whatever, dude. Bumblebee tuna, you know. Bumblebee tuna. Okay. Let's check the stream real quick. Watching Trump make a nice iron sight. Oh yeah, give him yeah. Uh, we just don't have time, man. We just don't have time. We just need to get this done, man. We just don't have the fucking time. Yeah, this thumb I think needs to come here somehow. It needs to come like here. All right, now we need to fix the thumb after completely destroying it. Yo, is Toon gonna be at Rare Evo? Are you gonna be toonking it up? Is it gonna be toon toon toon? Oh shit. What happened here? Oh, it's like I don't really like that. And I think what we'll do tomorrow is just go straight into ironcladding this thing and just putting armor all over it. And just trying to wrap this up as fast as humanly possible. Yeah, so this is not looking terrible for like early prototype. Print out 100 of them. Should only take like a couple days to do. We don't even have a couple days. We got like literally 11 days. We're gonna have to like sleep on the couch, set an alarm clock, and reset the printer every time it pops off like a toaster strudel. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no time for that bullshit, man. We got shit to do, fam. We're trying to make it. We're trying to make it in this world, man. We're trying to pop off, man. We're trying to go crazy, man. Yeah, man. We're trying to make layer great again. All right, so now that we got that, let's save this real quick and actually, we're just gonna touch a couple things up, like areas that we haven't even touched yet, just to kind of smooth it a little bit. Because what I want to do now, at least what I was thinking was, what if we hit this with like a solidifier modifier and try to just chunk it up, right? Because right now these are like a little too humanoid, especially the hands. So what would happen if we just kind of try to, actually before we try to do that, let's try to How about we try to remesh this down? Right now, like, it's super, super hot dense. Let's see what happens if we go to... You know what, let's see what happens. Let's try to solidify it first. What does point 1 look like? And this is only offset. Okay. Because we can't see girthy how girthy the thigh is. You know, the girthy thigh. Okay, and this is like it's a pretty big difference. I think we could even go bigger, to be honest. I think we can go maybe point 0.3, point 0.4 maybe. Okay, point 0.3 is maybe a little too much. Hmm. Let's see, what can we do about trying to... Kind of feel like that finger's a little bit... Trying to see, is there anything that we can do to make this finger less fingery? Hide this real quick. Let's come in here and see if there's anything we can do to kind of... Yeah, at this point it's kind of like, what are you gonna do, you know? You know, it's just some stuff that I don't like here. I want to kind of... Yeah, it's not bad, you know. All things considered, like, you know, how quickly we're moving through this, and I mean, uh, uh, I don't think there's much more we can do here, you know, other than spending a lot more time on this. Kind of limited. Um, and obviously we have the face is already sculpted. I have it from a previous sculpt, and I'm not going to use one of these sculpts for this, but you know, I don't think it's terrible. I'm not like, wow, this is crazy, but it's Mark 1, you know? Maybe like you kind of appreciate Mark 1 more once Mark 2 comes out and you're like, man, we actually did quite a bit there, you know? We shouldn't be so hard on ourselves. And I know why I'm being hard on myself, because these are definitely not the best hands I've ever made. That's for fucking damn sure. But that's not where we're at right now. Right now, we're in a rush for time. You know, we've spent a lot of time working on this, and we're just trying to get the MVP out. That's really all it is. And it's like managing yourself and expectation. Like, you know, like as an artist, you're kind of like, oh man, I wish this was better. As a manager, you're like, I totally understand it, but unfortunately, time is of the essence. We ran out of time. We gotta lock down and get this into the printer. We're gonna produce like at least 100 of them. Give them out, get feedback, and you know what? Nobody's gonna notice any of this shit that I'm bitching about. Nobody. They're gonna look at this and be like, what the fuck? You made this? God damn, that's more cooler than any fucking project that ever promised them fucking metaverse and fucking had nothing to show for it. A bunch of fucking grifters, man. You know what? I'm kind of okay with that. Let's give this a quick little save right here. Let's apply this. There ain't no going back now, man. Ain't no going back now. Alright, hold on. We still got a little. We got like 2 shells in here. What we'll do here is we'll take the exterior shell and we'll hide it. We'll take the interior shell and we'll delete it. No, I froze my application. Fuck. And I'm out of coffee. Hopefully, the application comes back. Good thing I saved, right? I think I saved. I saved right before I did the naughty, and crashed everything. Yeah, I think it shows as still. It looks like it's still working on stream, but it's not. It's crashed. And now we'll sit here and wait and see if we can recover. If not, we'll have to close the file and pick up where we left off. Wonderful. Oh, we didn't crash. We didn't crash. We did not crash. That's unbelievable. I can't even believe that we did not crash. That's crazy. That's really crazy. Alright, so let's we didn't crash! Hey! Hey! Alright, is there a way I don't even know. Let's just apply that. Let's get this out of the way. We didn't crash. Hey! Alright, let's yeah, see, like we got chonk hands. Welcome to the chonk space. Yeah, see, we're trying to. That's interesting. Uh, and like I said, we already have the face, but like, yeah, man, this is gonna be so cool. And I guess we'll you know how it's got all these pads and all this stuff. I mean, you know, kind of similar to how we got the pants here. We'll do up the arms, make it look really cool, and yeah, I mean, That's kind of like our first character. We'll give him a backpack too. That won't be too hard to do, and should be interesting. Should be interesting. All right, guys. So that is the stream for tonight. So I'll give this a save here, and yeah. See, like we'll give this more of a fabric type look. You know, try to make it a little bit more uniform in shape. We'll give them all these little protectives. That's the thing. Protectives. Give them a backpack. Throw in some more greebles and uh, you know, keep working at it. Get it somewhere real good. And then I started to I'm just kind of curious what happens. Okay, yeah, because that's kind of right, because these are going to be separate components that you glue together so that you can come in here and, you know, put them like this or like that, give them we'll probably keep the arms attached, but do the base separate so that you can kind of position your guy however you want. We'll basically have like a little bowl in here, like a little cutout, and this will have like a ball in here, and you'll be able to pose the character exactly how you want them and super glue them into place. That's what I was thinking at least. Because if that's the case, if all we had to do was print this by itself and at the scale that it's going to be at, oh man, we could print like 200 of these in one shot. Be pretty efficient. All right, that's about all we got for the stream. Um, Shout out to everybody that showed up. Dixie, Jinx, Shenanigans. I appreciate you guys. We got 29 views tonight on the stream. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. One of the highest turnouts we've had so far, with the average view of 3 minutes and 28 seconds. So, yeah, it's pretty good for us. For us, it's pretty good, man. We got 2 likes. Hopefully we can get more likes. Please like and subscribe and follow us on our other social platforms so that you can be notified when we go live. That sounded pretty good. I'm getting better at this. Maybe by if this is stream 22, maybe by stream 44, we'll get it down. All right, thanks everybody for showing up. I appreciate you guys. I'll catch you around. Have a good night. Enjoy your weekend. Tomorrow is Friday. We finally made it to the end of the week, and that concludes our stream. All right.